team ever assembled, the West Indies cricket team, who were unbeaten for 15 years. I think at 25 tests they went. It is a superb documentary, almost as much about the West Indies cricket as it about reggae and about the colonialists seizing back powers and giving it to the white power.
And guess what happens? The people who invented the game lose to the people they taught to play it.
They do. But weirdly enough, I know England were getting beaten, but I was cheering the West Indies. So good is the documentary.
OK, we'll leave it there, Jason. If you want to find out more about the latest movies and release, you'll find links to film news and reviews from across the BBC on our film site. That's bbc.co.uk/film. That's it for this week. Thanks to Jason. Goodbye.
Hello there, good evening. It's been a very gloomy day for most of us today, with rain spreading up from the south to many parts of the country, and through this evening the rain could be quite heavy in places, particularly towards the southeast of England. Now this is the scene in Southampton a short time ago. The rain has certainly set in. No further play, I expect, at the Rose Bowl. You can see how the rain has developed earlier on today. A bit hit and miss for eastern Scotland and northeast England, but this bright colour is the heavy rain that's heading into southernmost parts of England. Not just wet this evening, but windy too, especially along the coast with gusts of 50 miles an hour. The wet weather then is mainly to the south of London. That's where we'll see the heaviest of the rain, running through Hampshire and Dorset, and then for the southwest of England, not quite so wet here, and maybe some late sunshine in Cornwall, possibly Devon too. But it's still cloudy this evening and wet still across many parts of Wales. The rain in northwest England is quite light and patchy. And back across the Irish Sea again, it's eastern parts of Scotland, Down and Antrim, that will see some heavier rain and more sunshine out to the west. Not been too bad a day in the far north of Scotland, around the Moray Firth. Some sunshine here still possible. For the rest of Scotland, much more cloud, some patchy rain too. And again, it's mostly light rain to the east of the Pennines, something a bit wetter and gathering through the Midlands perhaps. So here's the big picture then through this evening. That heavy rain in the southeast corner of England for the next few hours. That pulls away, and then we'll see the belt of rain just sweeping its way northwards up into Scotland, allowing showers to follow in South Wales and the southwest of England. Because of all the cloud around, because of this wet weather, then temperatures will be 9 to 11 degrees. Now, for Saturday, well, this rain is going to be very slow moving. It's just going to sit there across central southern Scotland. The far north of England should move away from Leeds eventually, and Manchester too. But to the south of the rain band, sunny intervals and some showers. Some of these will be heavy, thundery, driven along quickly by a brisk wind in southern counties of England. And those temperatures not an awful lot higher than today's, in actual fact. Maybe as high as 17 or 18 if you're lucky. Sunday looks a little better. The rain band very much lighter by this stage across southwest Scotland and northern England, fizzling out. Elsewhere, some sunny intervals and fewer showers. So some slow improvements over the weekend. Saturday looks like being the wetter day of the two, with some heavy showers or longer spells of rain. Sunday, though, should be drier and brighter, a little bit of sunshine, and who knows, it may even feel just a little bit warmer. That's it from me. See you later.
The government and public sector unions on a collision course over pay and pensions. Unions warn of mass walkouts over proposals to raise the retirement age to 66.
This idea that a simple way of doing it is just to impose change, including imposing a change in the pension age, that's not acceptable.
But the government says it's the best option that will be available for years to come. Also on tonight's programme, 2/3 of people who applied for Olympic tickets failed to get a single one.
I cannot think, given the complexity, the huge demand, the numbers involved, that we could have produced a system that would have been fairer.
As the fighting in Libya intensifies, we follow a student from a British university now on the front line. Cleared of harassment, the man who tweeted and blogged about his wife's affair all over the net. And the pioneering research into Parkinson's disease, turning skin into pieces of brain.
And in Sports Day at 6:30 on the News Channel, Villa get their man. Alex McLeish is their new manager, but rivals Birmingham City say they want compensation.
Good evening. Welcome to the BBC News at 6. A major shake-up to the pensions of millions of public sector workers has been confirmed by the government. Many will have to pay more into their pensions but work for longer, not retiring until 66. The government claims it's the best offer that will be available for years to come. But the unions, who are in the middle of talks, say it could spark a mass walkout. Here's our industry correspondent, John Mulhern.
When you've worked for years, it's only right that you should look forward to your retirement. But now the government has confirmed that millions of people in the public sector will have to work for longer.
It is unjustifiable that other taxpayers should work longer and pay more tax, so public service workers can retire earlier and get more. It is the employees who are benefiting from longer life and generous pensions, but it's the taxpayer who seems to pick up the tab.
So the government wants teachers like Jo Letson to pay more towards their retirement and work for longer. But she expected to have a final salary pension, but the government wants to change that too.
It makes you think about where your career prospects and your career path. And for me as a young teacher, it's making me really think about whether or not I want to stay in teaching or whether I want to try something different now.
Many workers will face an average 3% rise in their contributions, but there will be help for the lower paid. Those earning under £15,000 a year won't pay anything extra. For those earning up to £18,000, extra contributions will be capped at 1.5%. Above 18,000, the increases will be phased in over 3 years.